Hearts in Path of Fire are repeatable every day. You probably won't need to do them that often, but time to time for sure. So let's make it as quick as possible. Each one has multiple tasks to perform, but there are usually only a few effective. I went to every heart, tested them all and bringing you the fastest ones. I've also made a Techo markers for all relevant tasks, a download link is down below. Tasks with cooldowns have interactive markers what can be removed by pressing F and reappear after same time as relevant objects, so it's even easier. You can also find down there timestamps if you're just looking for a specific heart. In Marifa camp are 3 big tents with supplies what needs to be distributed to refugees around. Donated food for hungry, fresh water for thirsty and medical supplies for hurt. Supplies and NPCs have 5-minute respawn, but there is more than enough to fill your heart in one go. In Komir Temple are 2 quick tasks that can be combined. Disheartened Refugees gives you participation just for the correct answers. There are only 3 repeating dialogues, so it's very easy after a few tries. Just in case, I made this flowchart with correct answers for Techo what appears while we are close to the NPCs. Cleaning Zacian graffiti and killing Zacian warriors is the second task that can be done. Both have only 60 seconds respawn. Helping Exim is all about a raptor, so make sure you are mounted. The main tasks are fireflies scattered around. Just run over and a raptor will eat them. Even if you catch all of them, there is not enough to fill the whole heart. Since they don't respawn, you can either change a map or perform secondary tasks. The easiest will be engaging combat with raptor ability on hermit cubs and then deliver the meat to nearby baskets. Or you can take meat from those baskets and feed nearby raptors. In Zephyr Trace you have to assemble makeshift weapons and put them into nearby weapon crates. Components have a name on the ground, only in dialog window. They are marked just by those tiny particles, so finding and combining them can be very frustrating without my markers. There are 3 types, each combined from 2 parts. Anvil and branch for hammer, rusty saw and string for a bow, and broken chair and metal scraps for a shield. Each part has 5-minute cooldown, but there are more than enough around. High jump branch is all about carrots. You can pick them manually and deposit into carrot piles or mount on Springer and just quickly run over them. They have only 3 minutes respawn and grow all over, so it will be quick. Mekali community has 2 butcher camps outside of the village. Take cleaver and gather meat from nearby dead animals. Each can be salvaged twice. They have 3 minutes respawn, but if you just chop in both camps, it will be more than enough. Once you are done, deposit meat into the food baskets. Prickle Path Hollow is one of those little bit annoying. The fastest way I could figure it out is delivering coconuts. Dodge against a coconut tree and deliver dropped coconut to veteran chef in the cave. Don't deposit them into bowls near trees, it gives less participation. Lomun Kraal is another quite long. Fight untrained pets in 5 training pens and reset hyena traps until pets respawn. For Edessa, just crack brand battle shards, mine slivers of lust and deliver them back to NPC. They have 3 minutes respawn, but more than enough around. Follower Xan asks for forgotten glyphs. The fastest way is killing sand sharks that emerge once you run over forgotten reliquary on the ground. Reliquary has 3-minute respawn, but countdown starts only if there isn't any related shark left. At Augury Rock Heart you have 2 options. If it's closed, stomp branded seeds. Not so many of them there, but they have only 2 minutes cooldown, so they usually respawn fast enough. If the mountain is open, read verses and collect lights it spreads around. At Foreman Coffee Heart, pursue the restless exiles to leave. They have various respawn times from 30 seconds to 10 minutes. Not all of them are always there, but usually enough to fill your participation. Helping a bell is again one of those annoying hearts and you have to take care of every spot to fill it entirely. The first task are supplies what needs to be covered in sand. And for the second you have to dig in sand nests for a stolen rocks and then use a special skill to locate cairn markers where they belongs to. Both have 5-minute respawn. At Skimmer Ranch, mount up on Skimmer and deliver rations from the middle to lookouts NPCs on the perimeter. Help Derek by grabbing one of the defuse kits and disarm tar mines laying around. You have to use pink on skill 1 to disclose the mine and then repeat 3 colors in right sequence. At Keisha's village, take care of various damage. The most common issue are wasps, so destroy their nests and kill them. They have only 2 minutes cooldown and there is a lot of them, so you'll be done quite fast. Helping Dankoro is a little bit complicated. The main source are ward lights scattered around, but there is not enough of them and they have 5 minutes cooldown. So, between cooldowns or just along the way, also visit 8 forgotten statues around to get buff. Once you have all of them, speak with Wishraki statue a bit north from the heart and it will give you a big chunk of participation. You can also read ghosts to one of the 4 grave sites, but since they're picking those randomly it can take too much time. Helping to Order of Shadows is simple, just visit surveillance devices stationed on the hills around, collect data and bring them back to Heart NPC. They have 2 minutes cooldown, but it should not be necessary to visit them twice. At Jackal's Heart, you want to collect Unbound Torment energy while mounted on Jackal. They are all over and have only 1 minute respawn, so you don't need to gather hard ones. In Vajin Palace, destroy dirty dishes. They give very little participation, but there are tons of them and only a 30-second respawn. Vajin mines are also quick and simple. Collect unrefined ore and deposit it into minecarts in the middle. There are a lot of them and only with 2 minutes cooldown. In Foundry, destroy valves nicely lined in both sides. They have 2 minutes cooldown, so kill some forge while waiting for respawn. At Necropolis, go to Embalming Room and catch organs what mummies threw around. Then, check on skill bar what organ you have and deposit it to the correct canopy. Mummies don't throw it all the time. Once every few minutes we'll go for another body, which takes like a minute. Training a newly awakened is simple. Tame up to 3 zombies with skill 5 and then send them to smash dummies with skill 1. Each one has to be sent by a separate click. At Vahtandi Academy you can correctly answer questions to students in the classrooms. Or if you are not that good in history, just go downstairs and in one of the dormitories train on blocking NPC. Listen Fool's Heart is one of the most annoying. First, talk to director. He gives you 20 scripts what you should deliver to nearby actors. There are only like 7 who will accept those. The others just want to perform some emote or listen to the lines, or for very little participation. The best way is to deliver all nodes you can and then switch map because those NPCs have 10 minutes cooldown. At last party heart, take Affinity Analyzer and ping nearby NPCs with skill 1 until broken hearts appear above one of them. Talk with them and agree to deliver a gift. That will give you the second skill what shows the general direction to his beloved. The closer you are, the more narrow Khorne will be. Deliver gift and repeat. That's all I had for today, so if you enjoyed, don't forget to subscribe or leave a comment and stay tuned for next time.